My hair is all over the place. Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. It's the 1 year anniversary of my RS200. On this very day, I got it home from the showroom. But in today's video, I'm going to showcase other RS200 owners. I've spoken to a lot of RS200 owners over the last 1 year, but I speak to some on a regular basis. And I want to showcase their opinion on what they think about the motorcycle, and not from a fanboy's point of view, not like, RS200 is very good, RS200 is very good, but from the point of view of an owner who has used the motorcycle every day in different conditions. One of them has taken it off-roading, one of them has done cornering with the RS200, and another bike over there was the liter class. So people have used it in various situations on an everyday basis, and I want to know their opinion on what the RS200 is capable of, and I'll also give you my opinion. Hey guys, welcome to this 1 year anniversary video of my Pulsar RS200 aka Maverick. In this video I'm going to tell you what is my 1 year experience with the RS200. It's been my dream bike since 2015. I finally got it in 2021, and definitely there are some negatives. There are two negatives that I would like to highlight. Over the 1 year span, I had a false O2 sensor reading, which happened twice. There's nothing wrong with the bike, it's just a false reading that comes from the O2 sensor, which made the engine check light come on. And another issue which I've highlighted in my video is the ground clearance. When you sit on it, the ground clearance of the RS200 is really low, though after I changed the preload setting it has solved a little bit, like 10% better, but definitely not what I have on my Pulsar 135 LS. So let's go and we'll talk about the service cost, the third service cost. The startup sound of the RS200 is also unique along with the exhaust note. It's like a really subdued exhaust note. RS200 and the RC200, the Duke 200, they share the engine. The bore and stroke is the same. But what this gets that the KTMs don't get is obviously triple spark, and that makes it very efficient. I can't stress this enough, but it makes it very efficient. I've got 48 kmpl on the highway and 40 kilometers a liter in city conditions. That's fucking insane for a 200cc. Sorry for the swear word. It's insane for a 200cc, and that doesn't mean it's weak. Like a lot of the Hero and the Hornet 200 and all that, they're very weak. You open the throttle and there's no power. But this is still as grunty as it can be for a 200cc motorcycle, and that's great because it makes it an all-round machine. So that makes the RS200 jack of all trades, master of none, but oftentimes better than master of one. So in this video, I'm also going to tell you the third service cost and the total service cost over 1 year. The third service, it might be flashing on your screen right now. I paid 564 rupees for oil, 76 rupees for the filter, oil filter. My indicator was broken, so that shouldn't be included in the service cost. Then my air filter was 261 rupees, and I changed my fuel filter, which was 105 rupees. So all in all, that's not very expensive. The indicator was thoda expensive. So you can save about $1,000 on my third service. And overall, I have spent about 4,000 rupees totally over 1 year, but then that includes a lot of things that I put on my motorcycle and some, additives and all of that. So that is there in that. But not very expensive to maintain the RS200. So now let's get to the best bit, that is talking to other RS200 owners and asking them about their experience. First up is Sonu, S-O-N-U. I don't know what his real name is, but he's a Instagrammer that I've been talking to for a bit. You can see his videos. He is really pushing the limits to what is possible on the RS200 on stock tires. in terms of cornering, because all his videos are corner, and he's been cornering with liter class bikes. You can go and check him out on Instagram. So he basically complained about the cons. I'm going to put the cons first because everyone talks very highly about the RS200, but the cons are very important to put into perspective. So he spoke about the clutch lever being too long, the travel being too long. He even spoke about fit and finish, which I agree with. The fit and finish of the RS200 could be better, much better. I'm not talking about the quality, but the fit and finish, how you fit the panels together, that needs to be looked at. But the quality is top notch. He even spoke about the rear tire not having enough grip, and you need to heat it up to get it up to temperature. But I have not faced that issue with the amount of cornering I do. Mainly because I ride on the highway for like 20 kilometers and then I do it, so probably I'm not feeling that. So Sonu also spoke about the low end, that the RS200 doesn't really have a low end, and I agree with that again. The RS200 doesn't have a low end. It's considerably worse than what the KTMs have in the low end. But then again, it is in the character of the motorcycle to be a top end machine. So I cannot complain about that because it's still rideable, but it's just not up there with some torquey motors like the FZ25 and other machines that have more torque. I agree with that. And he also spoke about the forks. He said he would like the forks in the front to be a little fatter because the current setup is a little nervous. So he said 41mm USDs or telescopic forks would be a good change. So the next RS200 owner I want to showcase is Siddhartha_Papun. I hope I pronounced that right. So he took his RS200 on this river crossing, the video you all will see now. And I'm amazed because I wouldn't do that with my RS. But he did it. And he felt that the tires lacked grip in those particular conditions. And I completely understand that, but they are road tires that are going off-road. So you are really expecting, even I would expect a lot from them in those conditions, but they are performing to the best of their abilities. And what happens is, mud gets stuck in the tire. And then it loses grip, and these are road tires. But I'm surprised that the RS was able to do this, and that too, those are rocks. That's not even soft mud, that's rocks that the RS200 has conquered. So I mean, people have done all sorts of things with the RS. So and he also spoke about these kind of fillers for the fairing, which have been widely available for the RS, because the RS has the owners have complained about fairing vibrations. I have not faced any vibrations yet on my RS. There were some when the bike was new, but then surprisingly, as I rode the bike more, it kind of ironed itself out. But what he has done is he's put these things in the fairing, and they're very seamless, and they have reduced vibrations. And the notable part is that the vibrations have not come back since. So that's a very good thing on his RS. So last but not the least is Grenville. He is, I think, the oldest RS200 owner because it's a BS4 2019 model, red and white. He had particular complaints about the instrument cluster being too dated, and that the fact that it's borrowed from the 200NS. I get that. I partly get that. I like the tachometer. I don't like the fact that they don't have a gear position indicator, distance to empty indicator. I think these two things need to be added. It will make a big difference because, see, on a 6-speed gearbox motorcycle, you can feel lost, especially if you're a new rider. You can feel lost as to which gear you are in. I never felt the need of a gear position indicator, and I have ridden bikes with gear position indicator, but I never look at the indicator because I just know which gear I'm in. I have a mental image of where I am. But I get it. If they should update it. I think the RS200 is due for an update, and they should do it in the best fashion ever. Now coming to the pros, the most exciting part. All three of the riders that I have mentioned, the owners of RS200, have spoken about riding dynamics. It is so comfortable for a bike that looks like a sports bike and fully fed. It is so comfortable. You can just ride it. Sonu, for instance, has taken it 400 kilometers and he never faced any issues. Everyone has done long rides on the RS200 and they've never faced any issues in terms of riding because it's so comfortable. Whenever people talk about fairing motorcycles, they talk about any motorcycle, they're talking about speed, but no one talks about the riding position. It is always kept like, पीछे, मतलब हाँ, बैठने के लिए जगह है, that way. But it's very important, especially when people like the people I mentioned are taking it on long rides. Everyone has mentioned the riding dynamics, and I don't think Bajaj should change the riding dynamics for the next RS200 if there is one. Everyone has mentioned the fact that the engine is extremely powerful, extremely smooth, and from BS4 to BS6 there has been a big upgrade. I like the fact that Bajaj works on their products, over years and makes it better. So the BS6 that we have now is so much better than what the BS3 ever was in terms of smoothness. And all around, I think the RS200 is jack of all trades, master of none, but oftentimes better than master of one. And I stand by that. So thank you for watching this video. I hope you all have liked this video. This is my 1-year anniversary video, and I hope the video has been helpful. For anyone else who wants to buy the RS200, there have been rumors that it's discontinued. I don't know. But I hope it's not, and I hope if they discontinue it, they get it out with a new redesign. The engine is fine with the RS200. Don't change the engine. Just get a better design, because the design is now 6 years old. Just get a better design. So that's all for this video, guys. I will see you in the next one. Till then, like, share, subscribe. If you don't like the video, thumbs down.